Welcome, ladies. My name is Michelle Cox, and I'm the CEO of the Changemakers of East Texas. And I'm so honored and joyful today to be able to meet with Alana Culpepper Robertson of Nac Safe Place.
Yay.
So thank you for hosting the space. This is the
Absolutely.
perfect place to meet. And this is called Nac Safe Place, and it's a beautiful initiative. I'm going to let Miss Alana let you know all about it and why she got into this. And so let's start with a little bit about you. Where did you grow up, and how did you get into the mental health field?
So I'm actually born and raised in Nacogdoches, and literally my mom got me into the mental health field. So every day, I'm the director for Oceans Behavioral out of Lufkin. So I'm in the community, seeing people, seeing patients, seeing doctors, going to nursing homes. And so she passed in 2019, and maybe 4 years before she passed, she got me into this field. You know, it's one of those, she knew somebody, and I was like, okay, here I go. And so it was a dream comes true. And so I'm literally walking in the footsteps of my mother,
Wow.
who worked for the Burke Center for over 40 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what kind of work did she do?
So she was the emergency services director. So
Wow.
she literally, we did the exact same thing, going to see patients, getting them into the hospitals that they need. So every time I see somebody, they're like, you are literally your mom. And I'm like,
That
okay.
is awesome. What a beautiful legacy
Yeah.
that you get to continue. That's amazing. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
very interesting. And so where did you go for your education and training and things like
So,
that?
of course, I went to high school in Nacogdoches High School. So I'm a dragon, go Dragons.
Mhm.
And then, funny story, you know, life has its way,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, life be lifing. But I started at Angelina College, and I was like, you know what? College is not for me. And so I stopped, and I was working full time, doing all the things. And thank God for family. My uncle was like, no, you're going to go back to school. And I'm like, but you know, because of him pushing me, I was working at Stephen F. Austin at the time in counseling and career services. I got back on track, went to school online at the University of Phoenix, and I will tell anybody that's like, oh, that's not a real degree. I'm like, oh yeah, it is, because I've sat in college classes and I've done
Yes.
it gives you more real life experience than any other college that I've ever been to.
That's good to know. Yeah.
And so I went all the way through. I obtained my bachelor's in business administration, and then I went back and obtained my master's in human resources. Then I went back again and got a second master's in adult education. So I have, I'm pretty well versed.
Yeah, you've got a lot of education behind you, and now you're gaining so much experience and traction, I think, in the community. And so I want you to tell us a little bit about Nac Safe Place, where we are right now, and how people can find out more, or where it is, or is it open yet, those kinds of things.
Right. So Nac Safe Place was birthed with a dream and a vision to just honor the lives that were lost by death by suicide. So back in 2022, I work with a lot of our justice of peace and police officers and lawyers in my job with Oceans, and we just saw like a real bad increase amount of suicides back then. Like it just, I felt like it was every week, or you know, it was just a lot. And so I got with some community leaders, other healthcare providers, and I said, we've got to do something. I don't know what we need to do, but let's do something.
Yeah.
And so I got with them, we got to the table, and we're like, okay. And so I'm one of those people where I'm a big believer in God, and he just speaks to me in different ways. So I was in the shower.
Okay, that's the
Of
perfect
all
time.
places,
You can't run away
I can't
from
run
it.
away. And I just saw a vision to do a It's Okay to Not Be Okay suicide awareness walk. Bringing the awareness, bringing those families together to say, hey, your loved one is not forgotten about. We see you, we feel your heart, we're here. And so we got the walk underway, and we started promoting it for, September 23rd, 2023 was our first walk. And so we were getting all that together, and we were like, okay, well, where's the money going to go that we're going to raise?
Yeah.
And so my first thought was, I guess we can send it to NAMI, because that's what we're back. And so thank God for, our visionaries and people who were there with me not Judge, but Sheriff Jason Bridges was like, it would be nice. That's a great idea, but it would be nice to have something where our people can go, like somewhere in our community for them to go and have somewhere to talk to. And I was like, okay, well, let's go back to the drawing board. And lo and behold, I was in the shower again. And Nac Safe Place came to my heart. And I was like, Nac Safe Place. I was like, okay, you got to show me what this looks like. And literally, we're sitting in our vision.
Wow.
So we are open. We are taking clients. And the good thing about us, because a lot of people can get help Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, right? They have counseling places, that Whole Again and all the places. But sometimes it's after hours where those thoughts start. That is where we come into play, because they can come in. We're ran by volunteers. They can come in. We open at 6 p.m. And they can come and they can talk to us. They can go into our safe haven. I wanted it to be somewhere very peaceful, Michelle, like where they can come and feel safe, feel seen, and feel heard. And if they want to just come in here and just sit in our Zen zone and just be, but still feel safe, they can do that. And we're here for them.
That's wonderful.
It's amazing. We have people coming in, and they just like to come in here and talk, right? And they need to talk, and that's what we're here for. Because after hours, if that happens, they send them to the ER. Well, that's not the place for them to be. This gives them somewhere where they feel seen, feel heard, and loved. And we're just a big family here. And our volunteers are amazing, and they just love on them.
That's so good. And I think about, when you said send them to the ER, it's what maybe first responders would do, or police officers, because they need them to get help. But then a lot of people are afraid of the hospital.
Right.
There's a lot of fear around that. What are they going to do? Are they going to admit me somewhere? And so I think when they have a place that they can just come and feel loved, and that's really the biggest need, probably. That's the immediate thing, is to be able to feel like they literally are in a safe place.
Right.
So,
and the good thing is our volunteers are trained. If that person, by the time we get ready to close, they still don't feel safe with themselves, or they have a plan, that's when they call me, and I do what I do every day in getting them placed into a hospital.
Yeah.
So it works.
Because at that point they need it.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
There definitely is a point. So I think that's wonderful. And there's another suicide awareness walk coming up. This is number 3.
Our third annual.
That is awesome.
I'm
so tell us
excited
about that. When is that, and how can people get involved?
So our third annual suicide awareness walk is coming up. It's going to be September the 6th, and it starts at 10 a.m. It's going to be downtown Festival Park. So our first walk, it was supposed to be at the square, but then it started getting some traction and attention. They were like, we're going to move y'all to the park. And I'm like, okay.
That's a good problem.
And it's been perfect. Every year it's gotten bigger. Officer Barry with Nat PD last year, he was like, Alana, it's more people. I'm like, hey, that's what we wanted.
It's supposed to grow.
It's growing. So we're praying that it grows this year and it's bigger. So it starts at 10 a.m. And if you want to come out and walk with us, please do so. We'll start the walk. The event starts around 10, and we have vendors that will be set up all around the park. And this year we're doing something a little different. We won't have a food truck this year like we have in the past. We will have a lady, Mama Rose, selling Italian ice, because it's September, is going to be a little hot.
Yeah. We're in East Texas.
It's East Texas, right?
Yeah.
But we're teaming up with Dilla's this year.
Oh, nice.
And so whoever eats at Dilla's that day, some of the proceeds will go to Nac Safe Place
awesome.
at the
Thank
end
you,
of it.
Dilla's.
Yes, so thank you, Daniel, with Dilla's.
Yes.
I appreciate that. So we're excited about that. So that's something new that we're trying to see how it works. Works out for us. And if it doesn't, we'll go. I think it will, though.
I know.
We'll go back
People
to
love
food truck.
Dilla's.
I love Dilla's.
It's so good.
And we'll have that. Jay Webb is going to be coming out and doing a couple of selections for us before the walk and after the walk. And then visit with our vendors and all the people, and it's going to be great. I'm excited.
Yes, and last year my kids had fun coming around the different booths, and they had little information things they could pick up, the ribbons. They wanted to wear the ribbons. It was just really sweet, and you could just feel this loving, compassionate, empathetic attitude and atmosphere, because so many people have probably lost a loved one
And
by
I'll
suicide, and so they, they
Well,
can relate.
you'll tell anybody,
Mhm.
if it hasn't hit your household or your immediate family or someone close to you, it will.
Right.
And so we
Mhm.
just want those families to know that they are not forgotten about and that they're loved and that we're here and we see them and we won't let their legacy
Mhm.
go. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and that's wonderful. And I've participated in a couple different suicide awareness walks, and I lost a brother by suicide 26 years ago. And so I've done one, I think in Shreveport and maybe Lufkin and here, and so it just means a lot to me that there is one here in Nacogdoches.
Correct. And I think we're the first to do one.
Mhm.
And so it's excited to set that legacy and trend that to be in Nacogdoches where we have lost so many loved ones to suicide. And everybody's like, Alana, why is it so special to you? And it's because when I was in 8th grade, lost a dear friend to suicide, right? And so that has stuck with me throughout my life. And, if we are all honest, we've all been there in life where we're like, okay,
this is hard. What do I do? I'm feeling trapped and overwhelmed.
Yeah. I mean, so for me, it's like, you know what? If I can keep going, I want to encourage the next person to keep going and say that you can make it. So, yeah, that's why. And it is okay to not be okay. And that's why we're here. And this is so special and dear to me for sure.
I think that's important to give that message out that if you're not feeling well, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you might even be having suicidal thoughts, that you're not an enigma. Like, this is such a very common thing when we're feeling overwhelmed, our nervous system is needing some sort of reassurance, and so having another person who's saying, I hear you, I see you, like that can be
so
such a big key, just a small thing that we can extend to each other, but can make all the difference for someone who's just very vulnerable in that moment. And then realizing that they can get help, they can get better, and this isn't going to be forever, but they can actually look forward to a beautiful life. It's still available to them.
Yeah, and I think just having people in your corner is so important to know that there is resources. So many times people say, well, there's no resources in that. Well, here's a new resource. We just have to take advantage of it and just try to break the stigma of, oh, let's not talk about suicide. Well, we got to take the Band-Aid off, and I am committed to doing that for sure.
Well, and you are doing such great things. Like, it's not just thinking about it and talking about it, but actually doing it is huge, because we can all have ideas, but then if we don't implement it, what good is it going to do?
Nothing. Right. Right. I'm one of those, let's do something about it.
Yes.
Put something in action.
Yes, and we need that. So thank you for doing that.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else you'd want to share? Any messages? I think first to family members who've lost loved ones by suicide, what is something you'd want to say to them?
That it's not your fault. And a lot of families, they feel the guilt, but it's not your fault. And we're here. Though they're not forgotten about, we see you and we want to be there for you.
Yeah. Amen.
We want to remember them and their legacy. So, yeah.
Right. Because they still were a part of our lives. They still had a positive impact, even though maybe the fallout has been really hard on that decision. But there's still so much that we do love and celebrate about them. And so being able to honor them, there are ways to honor them at the walk. So would you tell us about that?
Yes. So we have a memorial garden that we set up at the stage where we have yard signs, and you can put your loved one's name on a sign, and it's there for the walk, and then you can take it back home with you. I can't tell you, like, I love walking around Nacogdoches or driving around, and I may see a sign. Even in Lufkin, I'll see a sign. Or I had a lady in Palestine that came last year, and she sent me, she was like, I got my sign in the yard. And so it just means a lot that just that little piece means so much to people.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's beautiful. So how can someone volunteer?
So right now, our sign up is open and active. If they visit our Facebook page, which is Nac Safe Place, you can go, there's a link there that you can go and volunteer and sign up, and there's spots left. But if you just want more information about who we are, what we're doing, visit us at our website at www.nacsafeplace.life.
That's right. It's right here. I love that. So, and this is a beautiful logo. I want to show y'all. This is really beautiful. Nac Safe Place. And I love that with the heart and the hands,
Mhm.
just kind of cradling that heart and
Making you feel safe.
yeah, and that's really what it is. And so I love that heart of your mission, helping someone to feel heard and seen, and to normalize that we can have hard times, and normalize that we struggle, and normalize
And
that
that
we can feel overwhelmed.
Everybody struggles, and it doesn't
Mhm.
matter who you are, what your statue is, like what you do. It does not matter. At some point or the other, we're all going to be faced with a mental health crisis, whether it's us or somebody in our immediate family. It's going to happen. So we just have to deal with it and know that you're not by yourself.
Right. So good. Well, thank you so much for
Absolutely.
your time. This
Thank
is
you,
so
Michelle.
great. So everyone join us on September 6th in
Yes.
downtown Nacogdoches. You'll find us at the Festival Park downtown area. And again, you can sign up to be a volunteer. You can sign up to be a vendor. You can register to walk. And if you want to honor a loved one, there are those yard signs available. And that was very touching to walk through the names last year. And just have that sense of like, we do have something to do here. We do have a work to do. We've got people who need to be rescued and loved and supported and helped to feel that they are safe. And so that's what Miss Alana is doing, and I'm just so proud and so thrilled to have Nac Safe Place here. And please reach out to Nac Safe Place if you're needing some help.
Absolutely.
And get on the website and see when you need to come in and when it's available to you, because this is an opportunity and gift for you to get the help and support that you need. So thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
So grateful for your attention, and come walk with us.